When did you first hear about the O.J. Simpson trial? Where and how?
I don't remember exactly where I was, but I know I heard about it on the news, watching a news program. And everyone knew who O.J. Simpson was, so it was a big deal when we found out that his ex-wife had been murdered.
What evidence do you remember from the trial?
I remember there was a lot of evidence about blood and about blood being in his car, and there was blood on these black gloves, and I remember that he tried on the black gloves during the trial, and they didn't fit him, and he made a face like, they don't fit me, so they can't be my gloves.
Were you watching live when the final verdict was set? If not, when did you hear?
I think I did watch the final verdict live. I watched most of the trial live because the whole trial was on TV, and at the time I was a stay-at-home mom. My oldest child, Sam, the brother, was a baby, I think. In California, which is where the trial was, it's legal to have cameras in the newsroom, in the courtroom, and so I watched the whole trial.
What was your first thought when you heard that he was innocent?
My first thought was, I don't agree. And my next thought was, wow, I can't believe it.
What did you see in the people around you after the verdict was?
Lots of people were talking about it and saying that they didn't agree with the verdict and they were really surprised and things like that.
Were there any fights or anything that came out among people who had disagreeing arguments?
I don't remember seeing anything about that. I just remember, and I remember a lot of news programs talking about the fact that they didn't agree with the verdict, or that some people. I feel like there were lots of people outside the courtroom waiting to hear the verdict, and there was maybe some people shouting and stuff like that outside the courtroom. I can't remember.
How much did you know about the trial itself?
At the time, I felt like I knew a lot because I was watching the trial. I knew who the lawyers were and who some of the witnesses were. There were some very distinct witnesses in the trial, like there was a forensic pathologist. I can't remember his name. He was an Asian man. There was a guy named Cato, I think, who lived in OJ's pool house, and they talked to him a lot on the stand. So there was a lot of that.
Was there any point in the trial when you thought for sure that they would choose guilty or innocent?
When the glove didn't fit, I thought, we're in trouble. I bet you they're going to find him innocent. I bet that's what's going to happen, even though they gave many explanations as to why the glove didn't fit.
Has your opinion of the justice system changed since the trial?
It hasn't changed, but I feel like after that trial, I believe in our justice system. I believe that most of the time it works, but that trial made me think they don't always get it right, and because of the way our justice system works, he can't be tried again for that crime.